Hello everyone, my name is Colin and today I'm going to be showing some photo editing tips and tricks for throwing images together, kind of doing some goofy stuff, but it can be used professionally. A lot of it is cropping, color select, stuff like that, and I'll go through different things. But this is something I like to do for fun, is edit photos together. And what I want to do today is get a picture of a man in front of a restaurant, but the man's thumbs are hot dogs. And we have, for the man here, we have the hot dog here. We do have to get a picture. And one thing I'd like to point out is when you're getting pictures, be aware of the size of the image. So a lot of these actually seem pretty big, but you will end up seeing that if I go here and I go to open image in new tab, it doesn't look as big there as if I pull up Panera Bread, open it in a new tab, than this does here. And then basically what this is showing is that this is a higher resolution image. It's more pixels. When you're doing this, the more pixels you have, the better. It looks cleaner. It's obviously more, it's more definition. So I'm gonna use this Panera Bread, this funny looking Panera Bread. It's a 3D generated image. So we'll save this, and I'm just gonna throw it on the desktop to make life easy. All right, so now I will open up the Panera Bread with my editing software, which I use GIMP. You can use Photoshop. I mean, it's all really the same. This will pop up. Doesn't really matter. Just convert. It'll work out fine. So now we have our Panera Bread. So the first thing I would like to do is prepare this man in order to get him in front of Panera Bread. One thing you may notice is this checkerboard background here. On this image, it's a checkerboard background because it's considered a transparency, and what that means is if I move this over here, it's just the hot dog, there is no background. And that checkerboard pattern is what shows that it's a transparent background. On this man though, whoever posted this online gave a fake transparent background, and you'll find that commonly it happens a lot. So we want to remove that. We have a tool at the top left here called Select by Color. As you'll see this threshold. So if I unselect everything, take a look at the threshold on the right there. If I click and I slide my mouse to the right, it increases the threshold, and that's allowing it to select colors that are that color and then also a little bit similar. Of course, the gray and the white are very similar, so it's able to select everything. So now that everything is selected, I want to add an alpha channel. The alpha channel allows for transparency in the photo. So now we will just erase everything. In order to make our lives easier, let's unselect everything. We are going to work on turning his thumbs into hot dogs. So we're gonna take this and just drag it into the frame here. Oh wait, drag it into the frame here. There we go. And as you can see, it does look a little funny. That's just from the conversion of this image, but it's fine. It's actually going to work out great because this hot dog is already kind of the color of this man, which is exactly what we're looking for. So we're gonna shrink this down. Now, we only want the wiener. We don't want the bun. It's, you know, that's ridiculous. So we're just going to very carefully take this. And now this will be a little time consuming. Very carefully just erase around the edges. There probably are faster ways of doing this. We just want the sausage. All right, there we go. So that's pretty good. I mean, that looks just like a hot dog. And it is just a hot dog, which is what we're looking for. So now you want to apply it to his thumb. We are gonna have to duplicate this layer. And the layers are over on the right, so now we have 2 hot dogs for the price of 1, which is a great deal. Frankly, any store you go to should have 2 hot dogs for the price of 1. So what I want to do is, I do like the look of the wrinkled end of the sausage. So I want to take the layer, transform it. We're gonna flip it horizontally. That was the wrong layer. What are the odds of that happening? Now we're gonna move this down here. Actually, I just realized too, with this one, I actually don't want to do that, I think, because of the lighting. So flip it vertically. We're just gonna rotate this like that. And actually that looks better as far as the lighting is concerned. As you can see on his hand, it's darker on the bottom, lighter on top. We want to keep up with that. And look at this, this is beautiful here. This hot dog just about matches the color of his thumb already. It's amazing. So we're gonna get this out thumb length here, all right? And we're going to take our eraser and we are going to erase away this until we get to the thumb. And as you can see, I went a little bit over, but that's okay. We're going to zoom in. Perfect. Now I want to take the smudge tool, make it very small. We're just gonna smudge it in. Perfect. And now, if I zoom out, this thumb is one big old hot dog. And it looks delicious. And so, we'll do the same with the other side. Now this one, if I rotate it around, goodness gracious, reset that, cancel that. Okay, we want this one. If I flip it around, you'll see the dark side is on top, and that is wrong. So what we're going to do is for this layer, we are going to flip it vertically. And that allows us to rotate it so then the light side is side up. It's perfect, as it should be. So now we make this about thumb length. We'll do the same exact thing. Just take this, erase up to about there. Now we'll zoom in, take the smudge tool, and now we are going to just smudge it into place. You can drag it a little bit and just drag it in. And the one thing about smudging you have to be careful with is it just stretches the pixels. So you lose a lot of detail when you do this. So make sure you don't smudge everything, just a little bit to blend in the seams. So I'll actually get rid of that seam there because we don't need it. All right, and for images like this where it's kind of low quality, it does work out. So now this guy has sausage thumbs. That's exactly what we're looking for, and that's exactly what we want. What we need to do is now collapse all of these layers into one layer. We are just going to merge down because that keeps the transparency better. Okay, cool. So we have this layer. We are now going to move this over into here. We're gonna put him down here a little bit. We'll even make a little bit of room so you can see the 3D people back there, the computer-generated people. Take this, remove all this. There are a few squares that made their way in, but we can just get rid of that easy peasy. And there we go. And now this guy has hot dogs for thumbs. And he's in front of Panera Bread now. And you can use this kind of technique for if you wanted to put yourself on the moon. Of course, now you're able to do that. And as you play around with it, you'll find different tips and tricks that'll work for you. I mean, I found many things that work for me. And while it doesn't look exactly perfect, it really does convey the message you're going for. And for this message here, clearly he bought some hot dogs at Panera Bread and turned it into thumbs. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I hope this was beneficial. And if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. Have a great day, and thank you for stopping by.